Okay, so now that we've moved on to phase 2 of our boss battle, we want our boss to, now that he's in the middle of the screen here, we want him to start moving up and down on the screen and start being dangerous to our player. So let's go back into our script. Now what we could do is move on to doing phase 2 here. We could say if phase 2, and we can start doing a bunch of code in here to start moving them. But the thing is, while our boss is moving, we want him to be moving the whole time from this point onwards. When he enters into the next phase, when his main body is exposed, we still want him to be going up and down. So rather than just saying if phase 2, start doing movement, instead what we're going to do is say if not phase 0 and not phase 1. So as if we're no longer in phase 0 or phase 1, then we want to start doing our movement. And the reason we do this is because rather than just saying if we're not in phase 0, start moving up and down, well then in that case when we get to phase 1 he'll start moving up and down straight away, which we don't want. Or if we said if we're not in phase 1 anymore, if we just said that, well then in that case when we're in phase 0 he'll start moving up and down in the world before he's even on the screen, and that's no good to us either. So we have to say both of those things can't be true, and when they're not true, that means we can move on to moving our boss up and down. So to control whether our boss is going up and down, we're going to add a new bool variable up here to say public bool, well this could be private but we'll make it public just so we can see on the inspector when we're looking. So we'll say public bool move up, and so if move up is true then our boss should move up, and if it's false we'll get him to move down. So by default it'll be false, so straight away he's going to start moving downwards on the map. So let's work with that. So we'll say if not move up. It doesn't matter if we did it with move up first or moving down first, it doesn't really matter, we'll just do it this way though. So if we're not moving up, we're moving down obviously. So in that case what we want to do is say we want to do the same bit of code as we did up here. So rather than typing all that out again, I'm just going to copy and paste that line of code we have here. And this time, instead of going to top position.x, what we want to do is stay at the current boss's transform position on the x-axis. So we'll just take this whole little section here. Oh no, I scrolled off to the side there. Trying to select things that are slightly off screen is a little bit finicky sometimes in MonoDevelop, so it might actually be better we're just going to delete the line about the X position there like that, and we'll change the Y to be an X, and then on the Y axis what we want to do in here is say okay, on the Y axis we want to move towards the bottom position, so we'll say bottom position dot transform dot Y. So this way our boss, not transform.y, transform.position.y, there we go. So this way our boss will now start moving down the screen, but of course we don't want him to move by the move speed X, we want him to move by move speed Y. So if our boss is moving down, then the next thing to do is check and see if the boss has gone to that position yet. So if the boss's position, the boss's transform position dot Y is either less than or equal to, we'll just say less than or equal to, it doesn't really matter too much, but if it is less than or equal to our bottom position dot Y, well in that case we've gone down as far as we should go, so instead we're going to switch around so that move up is now equal to true. So if move up is true, well then we must be dealing with the else statement that we have here. And in this case, what we're going to do is do the same exact movement we just had above, except instead of moving towards the bottom position .y, we're going to go through the top position .y. And then after that, we can do a similar check again as we've done here. We're just going to copy this whole line of code here, paste it in, and we can say, oh, if the boss's Y position now is greater than or equal to the top position .y, well then in that case move up should now be false, because we've finished moving up, we've gotten as high as we can, so let's start moving back down again. So let's save this, go back into Unity and make sure that this is all working fine for us. There we go, it's all compiled, and we'll go to our boss battle, make sure we have everything hooked up that we need to before we play the game. Now when we press play, keep an eye on the phases as they change as well. So our boss comes into position, we're now into phase 2, and our boss is moving up and down the screen. So we can fire away and start doing some various bits of damage as we go. So now that we have our boss moving the way we want him to, let's set it up so that he can fire bullets back at the player.
Konnichiwa.